Hey, book lovers, I'm Candace.
And I'm Chrissy. And you've just stumbled into your new favorite book club, Bookalicious Pod.
We're two sisters reading our way through fantasy, fiction, thrillers, and the occasional "what did we just read" moments.
Every week, we break down books chapter by chapter
with deep dives, hot takes, and detours into sisterly side convos.
Think a cozy book club mixed with a FaceTime call, sprinkled with a little chaos.
We don't hold back on the characters we love or the ones we love to hate.
We play games like Read It Like Reddit, Red Flag or Deal Breaker, and have Spotify polls for you to guess along with our plot theories.
If you've got a TBR pile a mile high, including Akatar or Frida McFadden,
or just want to feel like you're hanging with your bookish besties, hit play. This is Bookalicious Pod.
We had...
Oh, I saw that.
Alert. We had reader mail come in. Wow.
For real.
Yep, for real. For top tier Bookalicious listener, she's just joined the ranks of F. Smith and Ani B.
Yeah.
And Meg is Emily. Welcome to the exclusive club.
Wow. Welcome.
Yes. Emily wrote us a beautiful note, and she had a great question. Is there a way to know what's the next book we're going to read?
I wish we knew too, Emily.
Yes. So I said, wow, that would make a good Instagram post. I don't know why I've never really done that.
Well, because we don't normally plan ahead. Or if we do, we end up changing it. Because we did have some things planned and then we just changed it.
We just changed it. I know. I don't like to be locked in to my past self.
Yeah. I think that's part of it.
But I do think that is what the people want. So I did make a Instagram post. Follow us on Instagram.
Oh,
I'm going to start trying to do that a little bit more regularly. Yeah. Posting what's coming up. But what I told Emily and what I told the internet is that, so as of this recording, the last of part 3 of A Perfect Divorce just came out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the list that we have is Harry Potter, Housemaid Wedding, Housemaid Watching, Remarkably Bright Creatures 1 and 2, then Allie Hazelwood, then Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. Then we have a random assortment between Harry Potter Book 2, Hobbit, Thursday Murder Club, and Akatar Book 3.
Wow, what a combo of books. We really cover all genres here.
Andrew said, because we have a lot of followers on Spotify now. I think we have...
Yeah. Is it like 600 or 700 or something?
It's like 600 or 700, yeah. But our listeners are very particular about the books that they listen to, and Andrew is like, if you would just focus on one genre, all 700 could unite and just listen every time.
That's so funny. You know, he might have a point, but also, I mean, even within a genre, I don't know. Well, I've never really read popular books. This is the only time I've read popular books. So maybe you do hit all the big ones that everyone's reading in that genre.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I get like a little tired of doing so many of A Perfect Divorce and then doing so many detective.
Oh. Uh-huh. My theories were running dry. We had nothing by the end of Housemaid 3.
I know. I was like, that was the worst performance I've ever done. Part of me is hoping the audio's ruined so that we can do it again.
Redo it. We still could.
No.
There were a lot of things working against us that day. But we also didn't have a lot of material to work with. So there's only so much you can do.
You know, I like to think that it was the source material. Wasn't me. It could have been me. My enabling queen.
Yeah. It's never our fault.
No.
Okay, what we could do if we wanted to help salvage Housemaid 3, we could just record 15-minute crazy theory time and then just splice that into the end and say, we really didn't have it that day, but if we were to channel our most crazy thoughts, here it
Let's do
is.
it. Okay, I think that's a good idea. Let's noodle it and let's think. I think I might need
Yeah,
to hear how the episode turned out because
I think
maybe
so.
it's not as bad as I remember living it.
Yeah. I think it didn't have our normal house-made chaos. But it was a very
Yeah.
normal book. So
Yeah.
so
Okay.
okay. But yeah, shout out to Emily. She's awesome. Welcome to the
Yeah.
club.
Good job, Emily, for giving us a really good idea that we should have been doing 2 years ago. Yes. We're also working on doing a crossover episode with a new podcast, So Approachable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they listened to our series on Geneva Rose, and then they did their own recap. And then I
Oh, I haven't
think,
listened to theirs.
oh, so it hasn't come out yet.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's going to be coming out soon. But they were like, let's just have a throwdown on
Oh,
Geneva Rose. And I was like, that sounds great.
that'd be fun. Okay, we got a good list going.
Okay. Let's see what we can get done before baby Baker is born.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. So my Instagram post, I was shocked. We have our episodes scheduled through August.
That's great. I saw that on your post. No, till September.
Oh, yeah, through September.
I just saw it. That's crazy. We're doing great.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, let's keep going. Can't stop. At this rate, we won't pod for a year.
Yeah. Take
Baby
a full
Baker will,
maternity leave.
yeah, baby Baker will be a grown adult before we meet
Yeah.
up again.
We won't meet again until she can read a book.
Ah. Okay, well, are you ready to get into Remarkably Bright Creatures?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so we have all of our games, but first our intro.
Oh, yes.
Hello. Welcome to Bookalicious, a podcast where two sisters chat about books we're reading. I'm Chrissy,
I'm Candace.
and today we are covering part 1 of Remarkably Bright Creatures, which I forget what chapter number we left off. It's like epitaphs and what chapter was that?
Well, what's hard is that there are no chapters.
Oh, they're
There's
not
just
numbered?
no,
Oh.
they're just segments.
Oh. Well,
So
okay.
we read in the hardcover, if you have the hardcover book, we read through page 160. So at 161, we stopped reading. And that is the start of the segment called Epitaph and Pens. And if I close the book in half, that's nearly 50%.
Wow, okay. That's old
So,
school Kindle Progress kind of thing. I appear to be 50% done.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's part 1. We're talking about it.
Mhm.
Okay, in this book, it's not a mystery. Is it kind of
It's
a
a little bit.
mystery?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Who's Cameron's dad? I
Where is
know it.
Eric?
I know it.
What?
I
No
figured it out.
way.
Yeah, I solved it.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll throw together some guesses. Oh, okay. Well, that's exciting. That's
Yeah.
the mystery I
I'm
really want to know. Who do you
I'm
think it
saying that
is?
I solved it without knowing the answer. So
We have a pretty good track record. I would trust
you
it.
know what? Yes. Yes. Sometimes we get our guess or sometimes our guesses we get them right.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm excited to hear that. But on that cliffhanger, we first need to play all of our games.
Oh, yes. Hmm.
Okie dokie. So, first thing, judge a book by its cover.
Well, normally we do the author recap.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We do. Why don't you take us away?
We haven't done an author recap in a minute because this has been the year of sequels. So
Yeah, you're right.
it's really not been needed.
You're right. Okay. Yeah.
This is the shortest author recap ever. I couldn't even make up information like I usually do.
Oh my gosh, what happened?
Shelby Van Pelt is a very secretive woman. That's all I can say.
Wow.
In her interviews,
Fascinating.
all she talks about is the book. I'm
How
like,
boring.
yeah, how boring. Tell me your address. How about that? Tell me your date of birth. Tell me
Your
how
mother's
many
maiden
siblings,
name.
your mother's maiden name. Yeah. Where's your family from? Your ancestry.com account. That's what I want. None.
Man, none of that.
Mm-mm. So this is everything that I was able to cobble together. Okay, we'll start with the name, Shelby Van Pelt. Originally from Tacoma, Washington, now lives in Chicago suburbs.
Okay.
Okay. She's both a cat lady and a mommy. She has kids
Oh, good
and
for
she's
her.
married. Yep, she has a family. She is 44 years old
Okay.
ish, give or take, because this might be 2 years old information. So she's mid
Oh,
40s.
okay.
This was an interesting little tidbit that she threw out. She was a marathon runner through her 20s and 30s, and she ran 13 marathons.
Wow.
And one of them, she qualified for the Boston Marathon.
Wow.
Yeah. And to qualify for the Boston Marathon, let me see, you have to go pretty fast. Women 18 to 34 need to run 3 hours and 30 minutes or faster
For a
to
marathon?
qualify for a marathon.
Wow, that is really fast.
Very fast.
Wow. Well, what is that? Is that like an 8 or 9 minute? No, seven
I
or
think it's
eight
like a
minute mile
seven. I think it's like a 7 minute mile
for
26
26
times.
miles? Oh my gosh. No bathroom breaks, no water breaks.
Well, you literally, people will wear diapers.
Oh my gosh. You got to have a terrible rash after that.
Oh, I'm sure. People, they
Oh
get like their nipples get chafed, the men. So they have to put on little band-aids because they don't have like the
gosh.
sports bra keeping things in place. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's,
Wow. Well, good for Shelby.
yeah. But this is, so that was very interesting. But she ran in the Boston Marathon in 2013, which is when the Boston bombing happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So she had finished, she made it sound like she finished and within the hour, within minutes, bombs going off.
What?
She said she had passed a trash can on her way to like her hotel room and it exploded.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's so crazy.
So I don't know what I would do with that life event, but that feels both like a fun fact and like a traumatic, a very
Trauma.
traumatic event. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, at first I was gonna make a joke of like, oh, of course she has no personal information out there except the fact that she ran a marathon. Because if you run a marathon, you have to talk about it. But now
Oh,
I feel
that's
kind of
true.
bad.
Oh my gosh.
That's wild. Is that when
That
she
is,
stopped running marathons? Because
I
I
feel like
might do
yes.
that.
I feel like yes, because she did not mention that she ran after that. She only said her 20s to 30s. She's in her 40s now. Maybe she was just kind of like, I did the Boston, which was incredible. And then this horrible thing happened. And I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. That makes
So
sense.
that's the only thing.
Oh
Okay.
my
So that's it.
gosh, Shelby. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's all I know about Shelby. And then everything else is based on her book. So her debut novel, and I think it's her only novel to this point as of 2025, is Remarkably Bright Creatures,
Oh,
which was
really?
published in 2022.
Wow.
Hmm.
Interesting. So you don't know, has she like always been a writer? You don't know what her other
No, so I don't
money-making
know.
sources?
No, I don't know her past life. But she was taking a writing class when this book came to life.
Oh, okay.
S- So I think it must have been like I don't know like her degree, if she went to college, I don't know. Has she always been interested in writing? So
Wow.
the inspiration for the novel came from an internet clip of an octopus trying to escape his cage.
Okay. I
So
didn't
she's
realize they actually did this. I thought that was a crazy part of the book, but it is actually very normal, apparently.
octopi, they are incredibly smart. They are some of the smartest creatures on the planet.
Wow. Okay. I'm convinced after this book.
Yeah. Oh, I could have done all of my octopi fun facts. Well, I'll just spit them off.
Ah, what?
Because
Where did these
I've
come
been
from?
well, I'll tell you once I'm done. Okay. So
Okay.
she watched this clip of this octopus like trying to escape, and she's like, oh, wow, that's interesting. And then shortly thereafter, in her writing group, they were like, write from an unexpected point of view.
Oh, okay.
And she said, I'll write from an octopus.
That is unexpected.
Yeah. And so I think she really liked that space. And then the story just kind of started coming together from there. But that was like the origin.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, I thought so too. So Tova was based on her late Swedish grandmother, who
Hmm.
seemed very like particular and like a little crotchety and spiky, but also like very sweet. I think how she captures Tova feels very much like a grandma.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think she
But a
did a
very
good
with
job
it
with that.
grandma.
Yeah, a
No
very with
nonsense
it.
grandma.
Yes. Shelby did a lot of research on octopi, including reading nature journalists and then going to aquariums
Okay,
to
cool.
kind of like watch them in their habitats and like the
Yeah.
environment and how people are and all of these different things. The most surprising thing she learned, so her octopi fun fact is that in each arm of the octopus, there's a little brain.
Whoa, that's wild.
So I don't know when you have multiple brains, how do they work together? What's
I
happening?
don't know. Does each one control a different part?
Well,
So
each
like
one's
each,
in its leg, I guess.
yeah, but like maybe because our brain is like I guess connected to the rest of our body, and so it's all controlled through there. But maybe these brains aren't connected to everything. I don't know.
So, okay, AI is telling me each octopus arm possesses a decentralized nervous system, so a mini brain, alongside the central brain. So each one can independently process sensory information and initiate movement without constant input. So maybe what that's like is like you're just kind of sitting around hanging and there's like a fly coming in the back and like your arm senses it and it goes
Oh my gosh. I guess so. That sounds creepy though. Your arm just has it literally has a mind of its own. 8 of them.
I know. What if you
I
had a
don't
naughty arm
know.
and you're like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't know what happened to that one.
It wasn't me, I promise.
Yeah.
What? That's
Yeah.
so wild. Okay. And from the book, we learned they have 3 hearts.
Yes.
That's a lot of organs to keep track of.
That it is. And there are like they have like no bones. They're like just gel.
A lot of organs and no structure.
Yeah, so they literally can just that's why you're like, "Oh, they can't get through that," but they just like deflate and turn into like a puddle and then just bloop.
Oh my gosh, wow. This could be a great
Hmm.
horror story. These are
Yes.
crazy.
So, some other fun facts. So, octopus is very smart. I think they're as smart as like at least a 3 or 4 year old human child.
Wow. Well, they have 9 brains working for them.
That's true. That's true. They say a 3-year-old child or a dog. I think they're smarter than a dog, but they're known
Uh-huh.
for like their problem solving skills and then their tool use, which is very unique. Like they're able to, like he is in the book, he's able to open things, he's able to like, oh, let me maneuver this spoon and like dig, things like that.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Some of the other fun facts that I just know from octopi, which I looked up because you go to a restaurant and they say, "Oh, do you want to like eat this octopi?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'll try it." And then I was like, "Well, what it is that I'm eating?" And then I'm like, "Oh, it's so smart." But so I did feel a little bad about that. But what made me feel a little bit better about it is that they have very short lifespans.
They were gonna die anyway.
I know. I know. I know. There's a lot of ethics that go into that, but anyway. So I think typically they live anywhere from like the low end. I think like a year and a half is the shortest to like 5 years, maybe 7.
Wow. That is
Yeah.
very, very short.
Very short lifespan for being so smart.
Yeah.
Typically, really smart, intelligent, they live a lot longer than that.
Fascinating.
Yeah. And let me just check my facts again. Okay, so they say 3 to 5 years for the giant Pacific octopus, which is Marcellus.
Hmm.
And typically, what happens from my Wikipedia research, so don't quote me too much on this, is that basically they have their one, like they try to reproduce their one time, and then after that, their body starts like decaying.
One time?
Yep.
How many do they have at once?
Let's see. Okay, so for the octopus lifespan, common one is 1 to 2 years. Coconut octopus is 1 to 1.5 years. And then Marcellus is 3 to 5. So he's like the longest one. How many kids does Beyonce have
Oh
as
my God.
octopus?
Oh.
Okay, well, okay. I guess this is why. Because octopi can, well, they're called octopuses. I like octopi. Can lay a large number of eggs, typically from 100 to 500,000.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Okay,
the
wait,
one
wait,
and
wait.
done.
Are you reading the same AI thing I'm reading?
I was, maybe. What are you reading?
Okay. Well, first thing is that fertilization happens where a male uses a specialized arm to transfer sperm to the female. Does this arm have a mind of its own? Because that is very concerning.
A little creepy. A
A
little
little
creepy.
creepy. Okay, although the arm is only semi-autonomous, so maybe it can still be controlled. Okay, anyways, but yes, then they
Mm,
lay a large number of eggs. She then cares for the eggs and guards them until they hatch. After the eggs hatch, the female octopus typically dies,
yes.
often from starvation or other self-inflicted causes related to the reproductive process. What?
Chrissy is okay. So this NPR article says that they can have up to 56,000 children at
Oh my
once.
gosh. I guess
I
that
would
would kill
die too.
anybody. Yeah. Wow.
I would be so
That's
exhausted. I would starve to death as well.
this keeps getting crazier. Wow, I have so many questions.
Throughout this whole period of gestation, this is NPR article, more than 6 months, she never eats. All of the
What?
energy in her body is slowly consumed by her work until, by the time the offspring emerge, she is nearly starved to death.
Why doesn't she eat?
She probably can't move. She has 50,000 babies.
What? I'm so confused. Female octopuses stop eating and eventually die due to a self-destruct mechanism triggered by their optic gland.
Wait, what?
What? So, it says this gland, similar to our pituitary gland, undergoes significant changes after reproduction, leading to a cessation of feeding and other behaviors. So, I think just some part of their body is like, you don't want to eat anymore. They're like, you're right, I don't. And then they just
Yeah.
never eat again. What?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I was like they just like they have their babies and then they just kind of like decompose. But yeah,
This
so
is
their brain
crazy.
I don't know, it's strange. Like can you like change the gland and be like eat?
I don't know. I guess they haven't evolved that much in their 7 years,
Ah.
3 year lifespan. Okay, I'm telling you, this is an incredible horror story. It's writing itself. Oh my
Well,
gosh.
okay, so here's another thing from AI. So she lays her 56,000, she has her 56,000 babies. She kills herself yielding them. And it says only a handful, often as few as one or two, will become an adult.
You're kidding. What happened? Well, I guess they don't have any parents around. Like they
Yeah.
have nothing to protect them and they're super tiny.
Yeah. It says newly hatched octopuses, also known as paralarvae. You're right. This horror story is writing itself. They're I don't
What?
paralarvae. These larvae, they're small and lack defenses, making them easy prey. It would seem like maybe it's better this way. I don't want to be
Well,
like
okay.
because could you imagine like a legion of octopi just
Yeah, running rampant, taking the
running
whole ocean. They're too
rampant?
smart. We can't have
They're too
56,000
smart.
of them.
Literally.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, according to I don't even know, discoverwildlife.com, they say that octopi have a cannibalistic streak. So death may be a way to prevent a female from feeding on her own hatchlings. But honestly, if only one or two of them survive anyway, something
I,
else is eating them.
it kind of sounds like a good deal if she was like, all right, I have 56,000. I'm going to eat 20K. I'm going to get my strength up and I'm going to
Uh,
work on the remaining 26K. No, 36K. I can do math. And
uh, oh no,
I'm
not the Zoom math quiz again.
and I'm gonna like really invest in these kids, make sure that these kids go to college.
Yeah.
AP
Half of you are going to private school, half of you are going to my stomach.
and yes. So this is actually like a kind of a not a unique circumstance. Like, do you know the praying mantis?
Oh yeah, don't they do like the same thing?
I the praying mantis is the most like female forward creature in the world.
Oh my gosh.
She she finds her mate. She lays like 200 eggs on top of the man. She makes him carry around her babies until they're born. And at this point, he is just a shriveled up nothing.
Oh my
Then
gosh.
she gobbles him up and she feeds him to her babies.
No. Ew. Ew, I don't like any of that.
I learned that in like elementary school and
What?
I was like, who would sign up for this? But like these women, they tell these men what to do, and just
Oh my
that's how it goes.
gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, all this is making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know. So if I was a praying mantis, the first thing I would do is I would go get myself
Get a
sterilized.
sex change. Oh.
Or a sex exchange. I'd be like, I'm a girly one. I just can't have any babies.
Yeah.
Or I'd be like, I'm sterile. Can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Man. Well, that was for having zero facts about the author. That was a very interesting recap. We learned a lot about Marcellus.
I'm telling you, like the wormhole of octopi, truly fascinating. Fascinating creatures, fascinating to look at, very interesting.
I'm kind of scared.
A little terrifying as well.
Yeah.
Yes. But the short lifespan, that's why he's counting down
Mm. Hmm.
because he's at 1,300 days, which how many? That's probably like what? 4 years? 5 years? 1,300 divided
Or
by 365, 3.6 years.
mm. It's getting up there.
Yeah, so I think he's counting down to his fourth birthday or his death day.
Oh, sad.
I know. I know. It is sad.
Wow, okay.
All right, well, you ready to judge this book by its cover?
I don't know if I can look at it the same way again now
I
that it has an
know.
octopus on it.
I know. It's kind of a simple cover.
It looks like a kid's book.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's kind of a lot going. I mean, there's a lot of colors. Big thing is this bright orange octopus. There's all
Hmm.
this sea greenery around it.
Yeah. And I didn't realize this is a lady in front.
Oh,
I thought it was a
I've
rock.
never noticed that before. You're so right. Wow. I just thought that was part of the ocean thing.
I thought it was a rock, but it's just Tova with her gray rockish colored hair.
Yeah. Perfectly straight.
Perfectly straight, no texture to it. And if you zoom in closely, you see a tiny little nose. So
Oh
she's
my
looking at
gosh.
the octopi, Marcellus, in the aquarium.
Wow, I never would have noticed that. Okay. Do you like it better with Tova on there now that you see her?
I think the cover is really pretty and I like it, but to me, it just reads as like it's not like
Uninteresting.
not uninteresting. It feels like slice of life to me, which is like kind of like okay, it's a feel good story, it's happy, whatever, but there's not any suspense or drama or
Mm.
mystery, you know, or magic. So those are the things that get me really excited about a book.
And would you say this is a slice of life book where there's no drama, intrigue, or magic?
I think there's intrigue. It's definitely slice of life.
Yeah, definitely slower than books we've read recently.
Yeah. Hmm. What do you think about the cover?
Well, I think we've seen this cover a lot of times, and people have even recommended it multiple times, and we never read it
I
because we didn't
know.
like the cover. It just looks like a kid's book. Like it looks like a book I would not be interested in.
I know. I feel bad, but it's like it's really everything I don't look for in a book.
Yeah. Bland, not deep.
Yeah. Okay, well, we've read roughly 50% of this book. Does the book live up to that cover? Or are you feeling like it's bland and boring and a kid's book?
No, I mean it's definitely not like huge page turner, but I do like it. I really like the book. I think it's actually a really good book.
Hmm.
Like I'm really glad we're reading it. And probably by the end I would recommend it to someone.
I know.
So,
I Tova, I have my problems with her, but I do enjoy reading from a different point of view. It's not a 17-year-old. It's not a 20 hot, it's
oh,
not like a hot 20 something thing who
it's
doesn't
not Fei
realize
Fei.
it's not Fei Fei, who's like, I'm so hideous and everyone loves me. It's not that. It's not, I don't know, someone in their prime. These are both Marcellus and Tova are people in their golden years,
Oh, you're
sunsetting.
right. Yeah, we really haven't read maybe any book from that perspective, right?
Hardly ever.
Interesting. Huh. Yeah, that's a great point.
This might be the first book that I've ever read from the perspective of a senior citizen.
Wow, we're really branching out here.
I know. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, like, a lot of the problems that are coming up, like Tova with like end of life situation, retirement homes, like these types of questions, death, being comfortable with it, kind of looking back on your life, these are things that I've never really read about. So, I do really
Yeah.
enjoy that perspective. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's very fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I enjoy it too. I like how the stories are all eventually going to connect.
Hmm.
Each character is really interesting, has their own backstory.
Yeah.
There's still a little bit of mystery, but that's really not the driving thing in the
Yeah.
book.
Hmm.
So, yeah, so far I'm a fan.
I am too. I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to reading my prediction in the pages and being able to say I knew it from the very beginning.
You have it
I'm
recorded on Bookalicious.
and it's been documented. I'm really looking forward to that. And if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be devastated.
We'll edit it out.
Yeah. Okay. Any other high level thoughts? You want to get right into the summary?
I think we can just get right into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. All right. So if you haven't read this book, how the book is split up is that each chapter, which isn't numbered, is from a different perspective. And so we have four main characters. We're hearing from each of them. Eventually, all their stories, I'm imagining, are all going to intersect amazingly. But in the beginning, they start out pretty far apart. So, in lieu of a chronological summary, I have a character summary for each
Mm,
one. We
yep.
can either talk about the character after they come up, or maybe I just read all of them and then we talk about it. It's not super long.
Let me see.
It's only the first, it's 2.5 pages.
Why don't we do Tova, Marcellus, and Ethan, and then we'll do Cameron?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because Cameron's
Yeah.
kind of a lot.
Yeah. He sure is a lot.
Hmm.
There's a lot to unpack there.
I have a question for you later. I'm going to ask it now so that we don't forget about it. But my question is who's worse, Cameron or Adam? But let's
I
just
know. I
remember.
saw you. Yeah. No, you
Oh, did
texted
I
me that and I
already?
never
I
answered.
texted
So
it to you. Okay, I really want to know the answer then, I
it
guess.
was a good question.
I keep asking you in different mediums.
Did you get my LinkedIn? Okay, so starting with Tova. So she is our leading lady, and she's older. How old is she? She in her 70s?
She makes it sound like she's
60s?
110.
I know, but I don't think her son disappeared all that long ago,
I think
right?
that girlie is stuck in the past. So I think it has been a
Ah,
long time.
oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
You put in your summary 70s. That's kind of what I was
That was the
thinking.
vibe I was getting, but I don't know if they've said.
Yeah.
So she's older, is what we'll say.
Yeah.
Okay. And she cleans the local aquarium at night. She was married and had a son, but both Will, her husband, and Eric, her son, have passed away. Eric's death, in quotations, is a bit of a mystery. He went missing one day, the summer before he was supposed to start college, and all they could find was a small boat with the anchor cleanly cut off and his fingerprints all over it. This isn't super unusual because he worked at the docks and was on the water a lot. So it's reasonable for him to go boating, but the circumstances make it look like he took his own life, which Tova can't believe because that just doesn't fit with what she knows about Eric. So that's her big mystery is what happened to Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, her son has been missing for years, so Tova has made herself busy taking care of the house, cleaning the aquarium, and hanging out with her lady friends, the Nitwits. A loyal group, but also they seem pretty annoying. And I think Tova would agree. But they've been
Yes.
together forever, so she just keeps hanging out. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
by the end of this section, Tova falls at work and sprains her ankle, putting her out of commission of work for 6 weeks, and she doesn't know what to do with herself. So that's a big development there.
Yes.
All right. And then there are three other notable characters that Tova intersects with. So I'm going to
Yes.
introduce them and then we'll go into them in more detail. All right. So, first guy is Ethan, the guy who owns a local grocery store and is the town gossip. Ethan totally has a crush on Tova, but Tova either doesn't realize it or she just isn't interested. But Tova asks Ethan for a favor one day, which seems like it's going to be a turning point in their relationship. So Tova's brother Lars had just died, and she now needs to go to his retirement home and go through all of his stuff. She asks Ethan for a ride, and he is more than happy to oblige. Tova and her brother had been distant for years, so she really feels no connection to him or his things, and is
Oh
kind of
my
annoyed that
God.
people keep asking her about her brother's death. But anyways, yeah, Ethan brings her there, and she leaves the home with a box of his stuff and a pamphlet for the retirement home because she might be looking to move. Big
That
development.
was such a villain edit or like a villain move that her brother lived there for like 15 years.
10 years. Yeah.
She never visited him one time, and now she's going to go move into his old apartment now that he's dead.
Oh my gosh. Straight from Sarah Morgan. Yeah, that that was wild, but like something else must have happened because she just says that they stopped talking one day.
Hmm.
But thinking it's
Tova
something
is
else.
she is a unreliable narrator, unable to confront her past head on.
That might be it. That might be what we're seeing here.
Hmm.
I have a theory on that actually. We can get to it later.
Ooh, good. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Second guy that Tova talk second important character is Adam Wright, who maybe he's actually not important at all, but he was interesting. So he's this random guy riding a bicycle while Tova is doing her crossword puzzle, and then he stops and they chat. This could totally be inconsequential, but Adam and Tova start talking and they discover who that Adam knew her son Eric. I don't forget why. I don't know if they said, did they go to school together?
They went to school together, and I was just thinking we should go back and look and see what age this man is, because then we'll know how old Eric would have been.
Right.
And then
We
we could
can
probably
guesstimate.
guesstimate. Yeah. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe use your Kindle?
No, I have the actual book this time.
Ah,
Crazy.
dang it.
I know. I don't
There's
know
no
how to
chapters.
highlight.
We'll never find it.
Hmm.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
It was literally just a paragraph, but you were so right. I had forgotten about it, but that is crucial evidence.
I know. Okay, and it was kind of crazy because he helped her with a crossword puzzle and the clue was Debbie something. It was someone
Downer.
from a band. No, no.
Because
Why does
Tova
that
is a
remind you
Debbie
of
Downer.
Tova? No, Tova would never. Um, okay, so she's doing this crossword puzzle, and the answer to the clue is Debbie Harry. Adam gives her the answer, and then he's like, "Oh," she says, "Oh, my son had a crush on Debbie Harry," and he goes, "Oh my gosh, you're Eric's mom." I was like, "What? How did you put
Hmm.
that together?" Think that's important evidence?
I think it's important evidence for my theory,
Not
and that's why I was
for
in here.
Tova. Tova didn't ask him any questions.
Tova has a lot of emotional repression, and like she is unable to ask one question to anyone or anything. I don't think she can have like legitimate
Oh my
relationships with people.
gosh. I like Tova.
I like Tova too, but she's a very like she has like a mortal wound with her son and her husband passing, and it's
That
just
is a lot.
you can yeah, you can see that it has like damaged her as a
Mm-hmm.
person.
Poor Tova.
She's emotionally very unavailable for people. Okay.
Tough.
Anyway,
But you know who she is available for? Marcellus. Yes.
Marcellus.
The final character in Tova's
Yes.
summary. Okay, Marcellus is a
Hmm.
giant Pacific octopus in the aquarium. We've gone over all about octopi. So no
Yes.
further introduction needed there. Okay. So Tova one day finds Marcellus outside his tank and in the employee break room, eating out of a to-go container. He's gotten stuck in some cords, so Tova rescues him and returns him to his tank. This is a turning point in their friendship and begins the subsequent long talks and interactions they have together throughout the rest of the book.
Hmm.
Although I'll be honest, we're halfway through and they haven't really interacted a ton. I kind of thought there'd be more octopus at this point.
Because it's all about my
Oh my
theory.
gosh, your theory is going to answer all these questions?
It's an encompassing solves the
Wow.
whole
Oh
book.
my gosh. How convenient.
Marcellus is just a plot device. But yes,
Is
keep
it
going.
Eric in a suit?
I think
What? He's
so.
in there controlling from his little chair. It's like Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Yes.
Okay, so that's
Hmm.
my summary on Tova. Next up is Marcellus. So he is one smart cookie, as they say, who remembers every individual fingerprint, key, or other detail he has seen and says he has a secret from the bottom of the sea. He has grown fond of Tova and said one of his 3 hearts stuttered when Tova fell at work. He misses her while she's on her sick leave. The night of Tova's fall, Marcellus sees her house key and goes to his treasure trove stash to retrieve an exact match that he had found in the bottom of the ocean inside a rubber sneaker. The book doesn't say this, but we assume that this belonged to Eric, and I'm thinking Marcellus has other details on him. But that wouldn't fit
Hmm.
if Marcellus is only 3 years old.
You see, I thought that too because I was like, oh, Marcellus killed him. But
Maybe he inherits all of his thoughts from his ancestors, passed down.
yeah, so I think Eric's dead, but I think Marcellus is in this book to give Tova the key and to like let her move on. Like I think
Oh,
that key, once she realizes that it was Eric's, or maybe she already does, she can have closure that he's like not missing. He's actually dead.
wow. Or he was in the aquarium recently.
Okay, what would be worse? Your son is dead, or your son has been alive and not seeing you, but then gives an octopus
Oh
a
my
secret key
gosh.
to
That would
taunt
be
you.
so crazy. Well, I was thinking he dropped it while he's at the aquarium. I feel like for if Eric
Oh,
were alive and walking around this aquarium, he'd have to be totally insane or like hit his head and 51st Date style has no idea what's going on.
yes. If you have been avoiding me for 50 years, I'm your mother. The only solution, the only way that this is okay is if you're an
Yeah.
amnesiac.
It's the only way I'll forgive this.
Would you forgive them?
If they have amnesia
Maybe I would. Maybe I'd be
or if
like,
they don't have amnesia.
no, if they didn't.
I would want to know what's happening. I'd want to talk to them. I would want to get that closure, I think.
You know what? I think if it were me, I'd be like, you know what? I'm at the end of my life. I can't hold this grudge for
Yeah,
that
that's
long.
true.
I can just, we'll keep it moving. You can fill me in, I guess.
Yeah. Wow, that would be crazy.
Okay.
Okay. So there's Marcellus. Okay, and our last guy for now is Ethan. So Ethan is the owner of Shopway, the local grocery store, and is the town gossip who knows everybody and their business. He's from Ireland and relocated to the States when he met his last Cindy, and they had a summer fling and then got married. And it sounds like they just had a nice road trip and then the car broke down and then Cindy left him. It was very strange. So, anyways, so he ended up staying in Washington running this grocery store and says he can't go after another lass because Cindy broke his heart. So they all have things from their past. But we're learning.
Yes. All three protagonists have a mortal wound.
Mm-hmm. All 4. If we're including,
Yeah, I guess Marcellus too.
yeah,
Yeah, because he's a
he
prisoner. I mean,
is.
that's a mortal wound.
I mean, in a short life, that's a significant part of it. So I don't know if that's even his past. That's just his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So last thing on Ethan. Ethan is our connector to the last major character, Cameron Cassmore, whom Ethan meets at the grocery store and offers him a place to stay and help get a job as Cameron gets back on his feet.
Yes.
Okay. So those are our big 3 before Cameron.
Yeah. Okay. So with Tova, my first question is what do you think of Tova as a character?
Wait, when are we getting to your theory that's going to explain everything? Does that have to be at the end?
Well, it's about who Cameron's
Okay,
dad
okay.
is.
Stay
So,
tuned, listener.
Stay tuned. Yeah, until the end of this
I
2 hour recap.
know. Can't skip ahead. You might miss it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So,
What do you think of Tova?
you know, I like her. I don't feel like I had any like huge reactions. Yeah. I mean, I could kind of see her dwelling on the past, but I mean, that is a pretty big past. I don't know if she's dwelling because she's found, other things to do and like
Hmm.
purpose, I guess. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? It seems like you have a lot of big thoughts.
I like Tova. I think if I met her, I would be very entertained by watching her be so crotchety
Hmm.
and like particular.
Hmm.
But I think if she were like my mom, it would drive me nuts.
Yeah, okay, so particular, mainly just about cleaning stuff, right?
She's very particular about cleaning, but she's also like very much like, oh, you always have to be moving and productive and this and that. There's like a
Oh, that's true. I think that's just her coping thing of
no,
like if
she
she stays busy, then she doesn't have to think about things. I think that's part of it.
yes, I think that's definitely part of it now. But even like in her memories, she was like, the loafing was a trait Eric, her son, had inherited from Will, her husband. The two of them would lounge for hours in the den, watching football or baseball. And then afterwards, Tova would come through with the vacuum and suck up the potato chip crumbs and X, Y, and Z. But it kind of seemed maybe she like admired them loafing, but I had kind of taken it as like a judgmental, like they're not doing anything. They just like sit around.
It did feel a little judgmental, but also it seems like she had a really good relationship with Will and Eric to where it's like maybe she also just kind of accepted them as that because it wasn't like she would, really get on them about the loafing. Was she just bad at
Hmm.
communicating and she was suppressing all the things she was thinking? Or was she open open-minded and understanding?
I could just see her being like, "Oh, you're just gonna sit around all day? You're not gonna be doing
Just like
anything?"
silently judging.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. I
So,
get that.
but I mean, that's to talk about her downsides. Her positive sides is that it seems like she's a very loving mother, like has like a lot of like big feelings, even though she's not able to verbalize it. It seems like it has like a lot of, does she do anything positive for her friends? I'm trying to think. They're always giving her casseroles. Is she
I
ever,
know. I don't know. I don't know if she really does. Yeah, she doesn't really seem to like her friends very much. She's just kind of
mm,
there because she's been there for a long time.
yeah, she's kind of like judgy about her friends and like what they do.
Yeah, she is pretty judgy. That's true.
And then Ethan, who is like in love with her, she gives him nothing. Which, I mean, that's not, you don't have to respond in kind to someone, flirting with you. But I don't know. It seems like a lot of people are like reaching out to Tova for connection and she's just completely emotionally unavailable to them
Yeah, I don't
and
think
kind
she
of
ever
pushes people
recovered
away.
from
Yeah.
Will and Eric.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's tough. So I wonder what she was like before then, because she does have this group of friends who clearly really care about her. They've stuck around,
Hmm.
help her out with things. So it's possible
Which
that,
do you think it's because they care about her? Do you think it's because they feel bad for her because she's all alone and they all have kids and a spouse?
yeah, I think there's a little bit of feeling bad, but I don't know. I get the sense that they're like, this is our group. Whoever's in the group, we're going to take care of them, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah.
And honestly, like, that's really nice of them to look out for Tova because she is alone, you
Yes,
know?
like
Like,
I think what I appreciate about Tova is she's like very like committed to her work.
yeah.
She really likes to do what she likes to do, but the downsides are the emotionally unavailable. And I feel like she has this huge support group all around her and she kind of takes them for granted.
Maybe. Yeah, that's true. We never hear her being like appreciative.
Yeah, and I feel like whatever happened with Tova and Lars, she's like, "Oh, we just stopped talking and before you knew it, we were estranged." And I'm like,
Okay, yeah.
that makes no sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. So one of my theories with Tova and Lars is that when she's going through his things, she finds a picture of Lars and Eric, and they're on a boat together. And Lars is the one who taught Eric how to sail. So I'm
Hmm.
wondering if after Eric disappeared, if maybe she kind of blames Lars for it or something, like if he's somehow kind of connected to that. So Eric disappeared, and she's like, Lars feels like he's in that same chapter, or he's the one who taught Eric how to sail. He wouldn't have been out on the water if it weren't for Lars. And so then just cuts it off.
To me, that is the only thing that we could pull out this far that would like make them estranged is that she just was like, it's not your fault, but I can't help but blame you and wish that you didn't do that, and I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have any other ideas for Lars?
It's either that or perhaps something will unfold with like a childhood trauma.
Hmm.
And I think we're kind of too late for something like that to come out. We're 50% of the way in and Lars is dead. So I just don't see that. I don't see that's where the book is going. I'm seeing it as Tova misdirecting her anger and, devastation of losing her son, which, I get it, but it's like misdirected at Lars. And now she's lost her brother too.
Hmm. Well, okay, but did Lars reach out to her? Because it seemed like it went both ways.
I'm sure he felt like kind of guilty. It definitely goes both ways, but it kind of seemed to me, it seemed like he was reaching out more to her.
I don't know.
I
It
wish we
seemed
could read
like
maybe both.
maybe both because it sounds like they would always get together for Christmas or something, and so she'd say like, "Oh, what are our plans for Christmas this year?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I can't." So like they kind of
Yeah.
both started flaking on their things together. And I think Lars is something to do with Lars's wife. I don't remember.
I remember his wife would like ask like, "Oh, Tova, are you okay?" And she didn't like that. And she got annoyed
Yeah.
about that
Yeah. I forget why.
because
But
Tova is a crotchety lady who's emotionally unavailable and she doesn't want to have connections with people.
oh, poor Tova.
Like I feel bad for her, but it's also like, okay, you're you're a grump.
She doesn't know how to be otherwise.
But something was weird about that woman that Lars was married to because they got divorced and it sounded like it didn't go well. So it kind of seemed like once they were both alone, like why not try to reach out? And he was only an hour away.
I know. She makes it sound like it's a huge thing. Like maybe she doesn't like driving. I don't know. But
It's
yeah,
weird.
I think something else is there. I bet we'll find out more in part two.
Yeah. I think we'll find out, but I guess like my big take on Tova is just like I've been saying, emotionally unavailable, pushing everyone away, living a very isolated, lonely life of her own making.
Oh,
I know.
I don't know. I have more sympathy for Tova. She's just doing the best she can on her own,
Yeah.
trying to deal with all this grief alone.
Yeah, no, I mean I get that.
Her friends do seem kind of annoying. Eric or Ethan at the grocery store, he really doesn't seem that great either in a lot of ways. I mean, if those are her options, that she's talking to an octopus. So she's just doing the best she can.
So you think it's everyone else and I think it's Tova.
No, I think it's a little bit of both. But I have more sympathy for Tova, I think.
I definitely sympathize because what she's gone through is horrible. Like your worst nightmare.
Hmm.
Your worst nightmare. And she's too old to know that she should have gone to therapy. So I give you a pass for that. I just think the behavior with her brother is, to me, alarming, especially wanting to go move into his old community center. That, to me, that's like insane person behavior.
Not really. She saw it as a nice center. She's like, oh, she's very practical. She said, great, I don't even need to research it. This one's good.
She never visited him for 10 years and now she's going to go move in with all of his friends.
I mean, you
I mean, they
can't change
probably,
that. They may not be there either.
yeah, they might be dead. But like, I don't know. That to me is just that whole thing is strange. It's
It
weird
is
that,
kind of strange, but like you can't change not visiting him for 10 years. Like what difference is it going to make if she chooses another home?
well, I just feel like there's a ton of home. I don't know. For me, I would just be like, this is weird juju. Like, I'm not,
She doesn't believe in that. She's too
I guess
practical.
so. I guess so.
So I don't know. It is a little strange. I think her not visiting Lars very strange. Interested to see what we learn about that.
Yeah. So do you think it's anything else other than just misdirected grief?
Um, let's think. I the first thing that came to mind was that yeah, she maybe associates him with Eric's disappearing. Um, or maybe like things got really messy in the divorce and like there's other things that she's kind of I guess judging him for maybe. Could
Hmm.
be something about their parents because we learn a little bit about their parents. She's living in the house that they grew up in. So maybe something happened there.
I was wondering if it was a fight over the house. Who gets to keep the house?
Oh. Or could I forget if we know when the parents died, but maybe did Lars not help take care of the parents? And she may not feel a need to go
Yeah.
see Lars.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be part of it.
It seemed like when they were growing up, they were very close.
That's what she said. She said they were very close before Eric disappeared.
Yeah. So I think, again, like that timing feels very much like
Yeah, it's connected.
maybe they both pulled away. Like she was blaming him and he felt guilty. Or maybe she wasn't blaming him, but he felt like she was.
Yeah. I think seems like at least part of it is misdirected grief.
I was talking to Andrew about it and I was like, I just can't imagine a world where like I'm estranged from my siblings. Unless it was like what would it have to take? It would have to take something crazy. That's why I feel like this isn't enough to be like estranged if you're really close.
Yeah. I don't know. Because what she says, like, I don't know how it happened. We just kind of kept drifting apart. And like, I could kind of see that happening. Not saying in our family, but like in another family where it's like you just kind of, you just kind of stop, like, you get busy, you don't reach
I can
out.
see I can totally see drifting apart. I can totally see not talking for maybe even years at a time. But like if you're an hour away from me, I'm gonna make an effort to see you.
Even if you haven't talked in years and you haven't been
Yeah.
invited.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. I would. I don't know. To me, maybe that's our poll question.
I would too, but I'm trying to say from like in Tova's character,
It just it's
Tova
to
would not.
me, I cannot understand it. If it's just for like, oh, we just haven't been talking. Okay, well, let's start talking now. Like she's like, "Oh, well,
Hmm.
we're estranged. We don't talk." And it's like you're making it up like you have some feud that you can't communicate when really it's a nothing. It's you guys drifted apart. Okay, we'll drift back together. Like
Yeah. Nah, I think something happened.
something's weird. Okay.
Okay. Any other thoughts on Tova, or do you have thoughts on Marcellus or Ethan?
Marcellus, I don't have a ton on him except that he's a villain because he only steals one earring.
Marcellus, I thought it's just because one earring falls.
He says and earrings, but only ever one. And I'm like, you're a monster. He like steals people's
What?
like car keys. He'll steal their
Oh
one
my
earring.
gosh. No, I took the earring thing. I took the earring thing as it's people, they lose stuff, and you usually only would lose one earring. Usually not both would fall out.
I mean, that's probably true. Maybe that's what he means. I took it as more of like this man's playing pranks.
Oh my
Where
gosh.
he's like sneaking into like your like purse and like taking your car key and then like skedoodling off. And then you're like, where's my car key? And he's just in there like twirling, laughing.
I mean, he only has 3 years and he's living in captivity, so he's making it as fun as he can.
Yeah, I appreciated that. I was like the hijinks that this octopus gets into. I really like him. I wish
I
there was
like him
more of
too.
him.
Yeah, but I feel like what we get is enough. Like,
Yeah,
how
I mean, what
many of
else
his
is he gonna
ponderings
do?
could what I want to hear?
Do you think he's gonna get out and get into the ocean?
How else is he gonna help them find Eric?
I know.
It's got to lead him to where he found that key,
Yeah,
bottom of
he's
the
got to bring
ocean.
the body up.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
no.
I know.
Not that.
I know. Bring up a tooth
Oh.
so they can do some DNA testing on it.
Yikes.
Do you think it's ironic that the aquarium sits on top of the ocean?
Oh, I haven't thought about that, but that is interesting.
I was
Yeah.
like, Marcellus is so close to freedom.
Yeah. Wow. Maybe it's a metaphor. We're all so close. Tova is close to emotional freedom. But she won't allow
Yes.
herself.
Any other thoughts on Marcellus?
Um, no, I think he's really funny. I like him.
I like him too. Ethan, mixed thoughts on Ethan.
Oh, okay. What are your thoughts?
He he seems like a cool dude, but the whole thing with Cindy, very, very weird.
It's a little weird.
You don't get married to someone and they just leave.
I know none of these people are telling the details.
Yeah, I'm like, this is strange. Something happened. You cheated. You were not like victim blaming, but like something happened. Your woman doesn't just up and leave.
I don't know. Could she just be kind of a crazy person too? I mean, it's kind of crazy for either of them to just get married on this whim and then do this road
It,
trip and
I think that's a great explanation for it, but I feel like that would be like part of his remembering. Oh, I remember when Cindy was being crazy and like throwing toasters everywhere, being so mad at, you know,
well, let's not do that kind of. I think what they already did was crazy enough. Like she's
I
just
guess,
living on a whim. She said, "Today I'm leaving."
just up and leaving.
Yeah, I don't know. I also could see something else happening, and he's just not telling us.
The fact that she left without a note, and I'm like, you didn't call the police? You weren't
That's
like
weird too.
wondering,
Yeah, like
did
is
you
she
murder her?
okay? I know. That's the
The no
concerning part.
note, the no note thing is very weird to me. Like if Andrew just didn't come home one day, I wouldn't think that he just left me.
I know. I wouldn't just set up camp in Washington and say this is my life now.
Yeah, I would like stay at my house forever and hope that he would come back.
Yeah.
Like Tova.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's wild. I don't love that he's the town gossip and tells everybody everything. Feel like there could
Oh
be
my
better
gosh.
things.
I
But he seems like a
said
nice guy.
Ethan said that celebrity gossip was always his guilty pleasure, and I was like, this
Oh
is the
my
only cool person in
gosh.
this town.
I know. I kind of like him. I would be okay if he and Tova went on a few dates. I
I
think it'd
would
be
too.
good.
I think if Tova was emotionally available, I think they would be a good little pairing. I think he's kind of fun.
He could bring it out of her. He could help
Yeah.
her.
He, E- Ethan had a story that I thought was unnecessary, so I'm going to repeat it here, which is going to make this unnecessary story happen twice.
Oh no.
He was reminiscing when he worked at the Kitty Zoo in Ireland,
Okay.
and he was shoveling the elephant pen, and he and his other friends thought as a joke it would be so funny if
Oh.
they put it in the
Ugh.
juice press.
Yeah. That was
And I was like,
crazy. See? Crazy.
honestly, he might have killed Cindy. I mean,
I don't think he's murder crazy, but I might see why Cindy just left without a note. He told her that story probably, and she was like, "Oh my gosh." She said, "We've been having coffee every day."
oh my God. Well, because at first I was like, okay, because there is a special type of coffee bean that is like pooped out.
Hmm.
I think it's elephant poop even. It's
Oh.
like you feed the elephant the beans and then you wait for them to poop it out and then that's
Oh.
like the specialty bean.
What a process.
Yeah. Palm civets. Oh, okay. So these things are like weasels.
Ew.
So selectively they eat coffee cherries and they pass undigested through their system. And it, per Reddit, the process gives the coffee a unique flavor. I
I
bet it
bet it
does.
does. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Are these like specialty, like extra expensive?
Yes, they're like tremendously expensive.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you won't just accidentally buy
No, no,
it.
you will not. No, it's called Kopi Luwak or civet coffee.
Oh, okay. All
Hmm.
right. Well, there's our poop story for today.
I know. Hmm. Okay.
Okay,
Anything
there's
else
Ethan.
on Ethan?
I don't think so. Are you ready for Cameron?
Let's do it. Round in the corner.
All right, Cameron Castmore. Okay, so lest you thought this small town was too sleepy and were wondering where on earth the drama for the book could come from, we now introduce Cameron Castmore. Cameron is quite the complex character. His mom abandoned him when he was young, like he was 9 or something, right?
Hmm.
Something like that. And no one knows who his dad is. His aunt Jean, were you saying Jean or Jenny?
I was saying Jean.
Okay. His aunt Jean adopted him, and she really loves him and did her best to raise him, but he's now an adult and is having trouble figuring things out. He is
Hmm.
very smart, but he didn't
So they
finish high
say.
school. I keep saying that. And he knows a lot of fun facts.
We've seen no evidence of the smartness, but apparently he's the smartest one in their family. So,
Yeah. Their family isn't very big, to be fair. Okay, so he's very smart, but he didn't finish high school and isn't able to hold down a job. He is best friends with Elizabeth and Brad, people who he's known since childhood. They are genuinely good friends, but he senses the dynamics will be changing now that Elizabeth and Brad are married and are great with child. Okay,
hmm.
in the first few pages, we know in the first few pages that we know Cameron, he is also dating Katie. But when Katie finds out he was fired from his job again and that he didn't tell her about it, she throws all of his stuff out of her apartment and kicks him to the curb with it. Cameron is now at a loss of what to do. He doesn't have a job, he doesn't have a place to stay, and he has $0. Brad and Elizabeth agree to let Cameron stay for a few days, but they emphasize that this is only a short-term thing. In that time, Cameron decides to go through a box of his mom's old things that Aunt Jean gave him. He's never wanted to go through her things, but now Aunt Jean insisted that he take this box, and he's desperate for cash, so he's thinking he can maybe pawn some of the stuff off. In the box, he finds a high school ring with a picture wrapped around it of his mom and some mysterious guy. Possibly his dad?
Hmm.
This is the closest Cameron has ever come to figuring out who his dad is, so he puts on his detective hat and does some Facebook stalking. He identifies the man as Simon Brinks. an ultra wealthy real estate developer who's made it big in Seattle and who is, in case you didn't pick up on it, super rich.
Like the Brinks truck.
Who? Oh,
Do you know the Brinks truck? They're
oh,
the
I don't know.
armored vehicles that carry all the bank money.
Oh, it sounds like a fancy name.
Mm-hmm. It is like old money name.
Yeah, sounds like
Yeah.
Brinks would have a lot of money. Okay. Okay, well, there you go. So Cameron's new plan is to go shake down this man for 18 years of missed child support so that now he can make it rich and I guess have the family he never had?
Oh my God.
Question mark? Okay. Well, you can't say he's not committed. Cameron finds a cheapo flight leaving at like leaving at like 3 a.m. for Seattle the next day, and he brings basically nothing except underwear and his mom's bag of jewelry that he's gonna pawn off for some quick cash. Why he doesn't pawn it off before? I guess he didn't have enough time.
He's
Okay.
not smart.
However, this
He's not smart.
this yeah, so much of Cameron's plan does not make sense. Okay. Um, the spirit plane ticket comes to haunt him when they lose his luggage. He once again has $0 to his name, but who comes to his rescue but Aunt Jean? She's heard about the breakup and figured Cameron must be in a tight spot, so she offers him some cash to tide him over. Cameron insists he'll pay her back, but accepts the money because he has no other option. So this is $2,000 she just gave him. So he's doing pretty good.
Aunt Jeannie is not doing very good.
No, Aunt Jean was saving up for her cruise, her
He's
Caribbean cruise.
the worst. Okay, keep going.
Okay, the other person that comes to his rescue is this random hippie kid who offers him a vegan pastrami sandwich and hooks him up with his buddy who's selling a camper. Cameron spends over half of his newfound money buying this camper, basically sight unseen, and then decides this is the perfect way to make it to Sewell Bay to find Simon Brinks' office. I thought that was so crazy. Okay. Once in Sewell Bay, Cameron stops at a grocery store where he meets Ethan, our Irish gossiper friend. Cameron gets a flat tire, and Ethan says, "I know a guy," and calls up his tow truck friend to give a free tow to Ethan's house where Cameron can camp out. Cameron asks if Ethan is hiring at the grocery store, and he says, "No, but I know another guy." And he helps Cameron get a job as a maintenance worker at the aquarium. And Cameron will also fill in for Tova when she's out sick. Okay, so update on finding Simon Brinks, aka maybe his dad. Cameron calls Simon Brinks' office and stops by, but Simon is on vacation in one of his summer homes. Cameron sees another real estate person and says they probably know each other. And wouldn't you know it, he's right. Crazy. Okay, while this real estate lady doesn't initially want to give Cameron the address to Simon Brinks' house, she eventually does when Cameron says that Simon could be my long lost dad. And she just believes him. Crazy. Okay, last thing. Cameron then meets a super cute girl who owns a surf shop next door, and she gives him some free lotion for his neck. Unclear whether this will develop further, but I included it in.
Cameron probably looks homeless.
He's been sleeping on a pee bed.
A pee bed. The bed, he's like, it smells so bad of pee. He's like, I throw the mattress out of the camper and just sleep on the pee stained wood.
Ugh, that's awful.
And then he's showing up, and then this girl is flirting with him, giving him lotion.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was like, why does he keep getting all this free stuff?
Because he looks homeless.
Well,
That's why.
Yeah.
They're like, you look hungry.
Please eat my pastrami sandwich.
Look, I'm all for you look like you're having a tough time. Let me give you a sandwich. I do not support a woman with a job going up to a homeless man and giving him her number and being like, let's date. Sorry.
Did they
I
get
wouldn't
each
want
other's
that.
numbers?
Yes.
Oh.
Like, if that's my girlfriend, I'm like, no. Which is, no. He smells like pee.
Okay. The craziest part, though, is that real estate lady giving him the address to Simon Brinks' house. That made no sense to me. I was like, are you kidding?
No. Oh, this is my dad. Like, oh, yeah, sure thing, dude. Like,
yeah, right? One of the office workers had the very reasonable response of like, oh, well, if he's family, you should be able to get the address.
It- yes.
Which I get why Cameron can't get the address. He's looking for his dad. But you don't just give out someone's address like that. I don't know. That was crazy.
No. So Cameron is 30 years old. 30.
Okay.
He is in a band called Moth Sausage. It's like a rock band.
Mm-hmm.
That place is going nowhere. He's chronically losing jobs. It sounds like he is like has skills, but he's always blaming everyone else for his problems. Like he was late to the job and he got fired. And he's like, I can't believe that guy. Like he wouldn't even let me be late.
Mm-hmm.
He's very entitled. He just seems like the biggest loser that I've ever seen.
He's kind of similar to Tova, I think, in that he also has this giant chip on his shoulder
Mm-hmm.
of kind of still stuck in the past, or like blaming
Mm-hmm.
his past, which it does sound like he had a hard past. But he hasn't, I feel like there's been time to figure it out. We don't know why he can't really keep a job. And there's this one part where he's thinking about getting an apartment. He's like, oh, well, my credit history won't pass and the background check won't pass. And I was like, what's going to come up on the background check? So I think there might be other things too that have happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I
He
don't know. I don't know what else there.
Cameron is always saying, I don't have any luck. I don't have any luck. And it's like the reason why you don't have any luck is because you ruin anything that you touch. His his auntie got him a job and then he was late and then he lost his job. And he's like,
I
I can't
know.
believe it. I have no luck. This, that, you know? His car
Mm-hmm.
got repossessed and he's like, I can't believe it, you know? What terrible timing. And it's like, why did you buy this car that you clearly couldn't afford?
Well, because he had a job at the time. Yeah, he doesn't tell Katie that he lost his job. That was weird too.
Like,
Like he's
Katie,
hiding it from her. I'm like, weird.
I was so excited for Katie to throw him out. That was the best.
I thought that was a healthy move. And for his friends to say this is only for like 3 nights. You can only stay here.
Yeah, I know. It's like a Ron, Hermione, Harry Potter situation with the two guys and the girlfriend. But now it's instead of Harry Potter being the chosen one, he's the unlucky one. We're following Neville Longbottom.
Oh no. We're stuck inside his perspective.
Yes, just everything going wrong for him, but also him just making so many bad choices constantly.
Yeah. Okay, I his plot to go find his dad and try to cash in on child support,
That's
that was the
crazy.
craziest part.
It's never going to work.
I don't even know what he's thinking. And he doesn't even have money. I don't know. Every part of that, I was like, what's happening? That sounded like we were on a rocket ship.
Yes. I mean, it's very fitting for this person who's just a train wreck, and we're just watching this train
That's true.
go right off the cliff. His Aunt Jean, she had an accident. Then she sold her house and then bought like a trailer because she couldn't afford the house anymore because of medical bills or whatnot. So then she bought this trailer. And now she's become a hoarder.
Oh, yeah.
And Cameron's kind of like, oh, like, I don't know why Aunt Jean is a hoarder now, X, Y, and Z. And I was like, I think Aunt Jean might have like a TBI. She had like a traumatic brain injury.
Oh,
Like
you think?
she had this crazy medical incident. She fell. I think she hit her head, and then afterwards she woke up and she became a hoarder.
I don't know. Could be. Does that happen? Are you saying you just have like a sudden personality
Yeah,
change?
just to have any kind of like crazy changes.
I don't know. Could be. I don't know why he doesn't want to move in with Aunt Jean. That
Oh,
seems
Yeah, she literally had a brain injury.
Oh, well, there you go. Look at you, Dr. Frida.
Yeah, okay, so she sold it off to pay the medical bills. She got knocked out in the parking lot because some people were fighting, so she went to try to go like break up the fight, which is crazy.
Oh, right.
Who hits an old lady?
I know. She just got caught in the scuffle.
Yeah, she got like punched right in the face, fell on the concrete. Then she had to go to a brain injury specialist. And then when she emerged, she was a hoarder. I'm like, this is a TBI.
That's possible. But they've already spent all their money on the medical bills.
Ugh.
Can't do anything else.
Yeah, I know. I feel really bad for her because now she's in like this dumpy little trailer, making it even dumpier with all of her papers.
I know. I like her though. Honestly,
I
I
like her
kind
a
of
lot.
there's parts I like about Cameron too, especially in the beginning, because the first one of the first things we see about Cameron is that he just had his like band's show or whatever, and he wakes up and he's really tired, but he like runs over to Aunt Jean's house to help her out with her plants and to like fight the HOA, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like taking care of her and stuff. And I was like, that's he seems like a good guy. And then
Mm-hmm.
we saw the rest of it unfold. And I have a different opinion now. But he has some redeeming qualities.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the good parts. Like he's not always horrible. Like he's kind of funny
Yeah.
and
Free spirit.
free spirit. I'm trying to like think of other positive things to say about him.
Very loyal to his friends,
He
Brad
is
and
very,
Elizabeth.
I mean, friends or benefactors, but yes. He will not leave them for anything. He's
Yeah.
very sweet on his Aunt Jean. He's very
Yeah.
kind and very protective of her.
I feel like that says a lot.
Yeah, his problems is that he's a compulsive liar. When he's interviewing for jobs, he lies about all these things. He even gets in trouble because they're like he said he built something and then the guy was like, "You weren't even born when that thing was built."
Well, I don't think he lies on all of his interviews. That one
Oh,
was kind of, um, Ethan told him that'd be a good idea. Do you remember that?
Ethan, yeah, Ethan said, "Hey, I'll set you up with this guy." Again, a lucky break. And then Cameron goes in and then he lies about his resume.
No, no. What happened was he was filling out the job application, and then he and Ethan were having drinks together. Ethan was
Yeah.
like, "It would be so funny if you put all these things down." He's like, "I know the guy. He's gonna think it's hilarious." And so they both,
Oh, I
yeah,
forgot about that.
yeah. So Ethan told him it'd be a good
Okay.
idea, and he was like, "Okay, I'll do it." And then it was a terrible idea. So that was a little bit of a bummer.
That's kind of funny. Okay. All right. I forgive him that time.
Yeah,
I forgive him that
but
time.
and he kind of he withholds things from Katie, but I don't know if he really lies. If we've seen him lie to other people, he did lie to Katie
Uh,
too,
he kept lying to Katie, and then I think
right?
he's definitely been caught in a few lies. Maybe he hasn't lied about
Yeah,
every single
maybe.
thing, but he's been like people are like, "Come on, Cameron, tell the truth." Like he's not known as a honest.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, but maybe that's what the strength of the book, though, is that there's all these characters they're all complex, they're all dynamic.
Hmm?
Definitely none of them is perfect. And like this is definitely a character-driven book.
It's very
Not a lot of plot.
interesting. I
Mm-hmm.
Cameron's a hot mess, and I'm here to watch this train wreck right off the rails. But I mean, truly, if he was in my atmosphere, I would be like, "You're homeless and crazy and a liar, and you
Sleeping on
make
a
all of
pee
your own
bed.
problems."
I thought it was crazy for him to buy his camper, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay,
I
yeah,
hate that he took Aunt Jean's money that she's been saving up for her cruise. She hasn't had a vacation in forever, and she just gave Cameron all of her money, and then he immediately blows it on a camper.
I know. Okay, do you think he's gonna come up with the money?
Well, all right, now it's time to unveil my theory.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So, what do we know about Cameron? He's 30 years old. He saw a picture of his mom and possibly dad from school, 1989. That would mean, and he said they would be having their 30th year anniversary just like me.
Okay.
So, what
Okay,
year is it?
yes. Uh, Wait, say it again.
If the school is 1989 and they're going to have their
Oh,
30th year
2019.
anniversary,
That's why I thought it was 2019.
2019. Okay, so it's 2019. Okay, my theory still lives even though these dates aren't adding up
Okay.
because I believe so. All right, so 1989, high school. That's when he was conceived. He's 30 years old. Okay, what else? He, in his mother's belongings, had a ring, and on the ring was inscribed eels. EELS. Yes, that's how you spell eels. And he said, "What a strange mascot." Not a
Eric.
mascot.
Okay.
Their initials. Whose initials start with E and end with L, except, oh, wait, Eels ends in S, ends in S. Oh, thank God. I was like, my theory's falling apart. Eric Sullivan.
Oh, Sullivan. Wow, that's a really good catch.
Eric Sullivan. That's
Wow,
right.
that's
Yep.
super good.
And when, what's his face? The grocer. Ethan.
Ethan.
Because I thought perhaps it's Ethan, but Ethan's last name is Mac.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
And he's quite a bit older than 15. So, I mean, he could have been like a creeper. We're not going to go down that story. I don't think it's Ethan. I think it's Eric. When Ethan sees Cameron, he says, "Oh, you look very," he's like, he looks similar. He walks similar. To who? To Tova, his grandmama.
What
And
does Ethan actually say? Just that you look familiar?
if we go back to where it was, he says something to the effect of like, "Oh, he looks familiar." And okay, let's see. The other piece is that both Tova and Cameron have green eyes. And okay, I said the green eyes
You and
last
your
time.
green eyes. Rare trait.
I said it last time, but I'm on it this time. They both have green eyes. That's his grandmama. Let me see.
Oh, I like that theory though.
Yes. And so what's going to happen with this story is that Tova and Cameron, they're going to find each other and they're going to heal each other's wounds.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay, so what about this picture though? Did he mess up on his Facebook stalking? That's not actually Simon Brinks. Or is that Simon Brinks, but that's actually a red herring?
I I don't think his Facebook stalking seemed not very good to me. It didn't seem accurate. Did he confirm that that was Simon Brinks for sure?
Oh yeah, because in the picture, I think he was looking through the yearbook pictures, and I think I forget exactly what he saw, but he matched it up and said, "Ah, this is Simon Brinks." It might have even been the same picture, and it said Daphne and Simon Brinks. But maybe Daphne had two boyfriends.
Yeah. I mean, it could still be Simon Brinks, but
But
Ethan
Simon Brinks ain't the
or
dad.
Eric is his dad. Yeah, Eric is his dad.
Wow. Okay,
And
because that.
I think Cameron and Tova are going to link up, and Cameron's going to piece together whatever happened with his mom, and he's going to help Tova solve what happened to Eric.
Oh, wow. That's a really good idea. Do you think maybe
Hmm.
they were like going off together?
Yeah, like I'm wondering because Cameron's mom became like a drug addict. I wonder if they were
Right.
like together and then something happened and then that was like her trauma that sent her down the maybe she like told him I'm having a kid and he was like in existential crisis.
Oh, wow. This is a really good theory. I think you're exactly right.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I solved
I
this.
think that's a good one.
Solved it.
Man,
I know.
wow. That's a good one.
I know. The only plot hole that's happening is that we said that Eric was born in 1960, and then we said he
Yeah, that
went
about fits.
no, because high school would be 1989. And what's
That's 20
18?
years. So we were just off by a few years.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
no, is that
good.
30 years? 89.
I was gonna say
You're
that's
right.
30
You're right.
years.
That'd
That
be
feels
30
too long.
years. That'd be 30
Okay.
years.
Everyone's getting a glimpse into how that interview went.
Go see Harry Potter Part 2 or something
Oh my
for the
God.
recap.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of off, but I'm still gonna say I'm sticking by it, and maybe Tova is having a little bit of some dementia, forgetfulness when she was thinking of her 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Do you think Ethan is going to be in the picture at all? Because my prediction was that Tova, Ethan, and Cameron all become one big family.
Yes. So that's the final piece is that Ethan and Tova, once she's been healed, maybe he helps her on the journey. Perhaps, because at first I was like, well, maybe Ethan Mack is the dad.
Mm-hmm.
And he came up here and he saw this young high school thing and was like, let's date. And then Cameron will find his dad. But I don't think that's the journey.
I don't think so. Yeah. I think it's Eric. It makes a lot of sense. They'll find their family. How is Marcellus going to help them? Is he going to lead them to the right spot?
I'm thinking he'll lead him. Yeah, like Marcellus will have like a final clue that will like help them piece together this history. And I think for Cameron, it will be very healing knowing that it's not that his dad didn't want him, it's that his dad wasn't alive.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, I think they're gonna free Marcellus and bring him to the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
and Cameron is gonna learn how to scuba dive so he can follow Marcellus to the depths of the sea where the secret is. Because
I
Marcellus
was
says
get
he has a secret from the
What do you
bottom of
think
the
it is?
ocean.
Is it Eric's skull? He's gonna come back
Oh
up to
my
the top and he's
gosh.
gonna
Oh,
hand it
that'd
to
be
Tova.
awful.
I
That'd be
mean,
just like something an octopus would do.
honestly though, like what kind of evidence can he give Tova?
I have no idea. Unless it's clothing.
Because if it's any of like
It's been so
material items,
long.
yeah, first off, they're gone or disintegrated. But like even if she got a t-shirt, she'd be like, okay, yeah, he was in the ocean.
All right.
He needs like a
I
bone.
don't know. I don't bone. Ah.
He needs some DNA that has to be like
Oh.
that if it's on the outside, that means that you're not here anymore.
That's possible.
Yeah.
And well, okay, maybe he doesn't have to go to the ocean then because I think he has his secret in his little treasure trove.
Oh my God. He just has a
How
tibia.
did he bring it?
He packed up his bag
Pack a
when they
little
were catching him.
bag. Little briefcase.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I think that's a great theory. I believe it.
Yeah, I know. So, do you have any holes in this theory aside from the fact that Eric would have to be a 35-year-old college student or high school student?
Um, hmm. I don't think so. I think it's reasonable that Eric could have had a fling that his mom didn't know about. I'm
Mm-hmm.
surprised no one else would know about it though, because what about Daphne? Did she not go to the school? Because like, why would no one follow up with
Yeah.
her? Unless it was secret and no one knew. And then she like ran away because she was pregnant. That's possible.
Maybe she was dating Brinks and her and Eric had a fling and then she was like,
Oh,
oopsies, this is not, she's like, oh.
yeah, that could be it. I could see that.
It doesn't, why was she living there? She was in high school? Like, why was she
I
living
mean,
there going to school and her sister wasn't?
is there an age difference?
They're a couple of years apart, but it was just weird. Like, it seemed like where Jean is their hometown.
Do we know that though? I don't know. I don't
We might
remember.
not know that.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Because maybe if Jean is a few years older, she had already moved
Yeah,
out or something.
she moved. Hmm. Okay. Well, anything else?
I don't think so. I'm excited to read the book.
I'm I pray to God that
See where this
that theory was
train
right because
goes.
I've been working on that for a long time.
I think it's really good. I honestly don't know what else it could be at this point.
Every book can be a detective book, I guess, if you try hard enough.
Yeah, if you only read half of it, you have to predict the rest.
That's true. That's true. I just want to know what happened to Cindy. I think that I want to know if she's dead or alive. I wrote somewhere, I was like, too many people are disappearing in this book and no one's looking.
Yeah, no one seems to be worried in Seattle.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, that is wild. I don't think we're going to hear about Cindy again.
I don't think so either.
I think that was a
Pipe dream.
one-off thing.
I think so.
We'll make our own.
Those are my favorites.
Yeah. Oh, yay. Well, this was fun.
This was fun. Well, if you've made it this far, dear listener, please rate 5 stars, review on Apple, rate on Spotify, review and rate on Apple, and subscribe and tell a friend. Why not?
Yeah, I think that sounds great. Send us an email. You too can be in the top tier fan club.
Yeah. Top tenth of a
Whatever that's
percent.
called. Yeah.
Our
That can be you.
number one listener tier. That could be
Hmm.
you.
Yeah. All it
Okay.
takes is one email.
One email. That's it. Lifetime membership.
Yeah. Easy. Well, thanks for potting.
Yeah, this has been fun. Love
Yeah.
you.
Love you. Bye.